women will say, I want a traditional man. I want a traditional man with traditional values. But you want that traditional man to not want a traditional woman because you want to still get to be a feminist. And you want him to like that about you. You want him to be a traditional, God-loving man who provides and protects, who's masculine, who's gentlemanly, but you want that guy to want a boss babe and to embrace the boss babe in you and to embrace your career ambition and to embrace the very thing about your life, that career that takes you away from those children and puts those kids with a nanny or an au pair, best case scenario, and worst case scenario, daycare. That's not a traditional man. That's not what they want. It doesn't work that way. You want a traditional man? Then you got to be a traditional woman.
Okay, so another reason why I do feel like men don't approach is they out here really listening to us. When everything under the sun is saying, hey, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. What do you mean you don't need a man? Y'all got to be careful at what you say. I was talking to a girl, because I drive Lyft and stuff. And I was telling her, I'm like, she's a little older, about 40 something, a little later, probably closer to 50, doing very well. She's into, I believe she's in like nurse practitioner, she's like making real money, real good money, right? And I'm like, you may not need a man financially, but you do need a man for everything you can't give yourself. So please be careful at what you say, because they are listening and they're quicker to leave. I don't want to be around nobody that's saying that they don't need me.
And so you have a lot of these modern women really honestly and truly noticing that men are seeing them, but they're not engaging. You know, I see him looking at me. I see him staring at me, but why is he not talking to me? You know what I mean? Well, it's the fact that there's been some weird stuff going on, and I talk about it a lot. In this day and age, you have to let the man know that it's all right to approach. You have to let the man know that it's all right to engage with you. And for him to know that it's all right, in a lot of these situations, you have to put yourself out there as well. There's a lot of men that don't require you to have a conversation and not only him lead the conversation and have something to say and just keep the conversation flowing.
One of the biggest ways you can disrespect yourself as a woman is by staying in a relationship with a man who refuses to commit to you. I've said this before, but men know very, very quickly if they want to marry you. Like within the first conversation, they're either thinking she's wifey or she's not. So if a man is dragging you on for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years with no ring, then he has commitment issues, and you're doing yourself a disservice by staying in that relationship. Masculine men know what they want, they make the decision, they go for it. They don't leave you guessing. There's also this big joke among women where they're like, yeah, I've been hinting it, I've been sending him rings, I've basically been asking and begging. No. You shouldn't even have to do that. My husband basically said, marry me or I'm leaving you. We're either doing this to get married or we're not doing this at all. So if you know that you want to get married, yet the man in your life that you want to marry is not showing that and not making the decision, then you are only disrespecting yourself by staying in that relationship. You should never have to beg to be proposed to, and I stand on that.
What is the minimum yearly income to be your future husband?
Between 500,000 to $1 million.
Have you ever had a long-term relationship with a guy who makes that much money?
Not long-term, no.
There's thin up there, ain't it?
But
You guys who make that much money?
I mean, way more than that, yeah.
So you won't settle for less?
I'm not going to settle for a loser.
300,000 wouldn't be enough.
That's like average in LA.
Jesus, take the wheel.
You know, a lot of these modern women are wanting a chivalrous man. They're asking what happened to the chivalrous man. And the truth is that a lot of men didn't really forget how to be thoughtful. They know what you want. They understand what you want. It's just for a lot of these modern women out here, they're reckless. They're reckless. They're ungrateful about a lot of things. And so men seeing this type of stuff, especially online and experiencing it a lot of times, have just become more careful. about who they give their energy to. They become more thoughtful about where they are, who they're around, who they give their money to, where they spend their money, who they plan to spend their time with, who they plan to spend their resources on. They become a lot more careful with that. Doesn't mean that, they out here disrespecting you. It's just a lot of times now you don't get the full gentleman where, oh, let me drop my groceries bag and go. You might not get that now. You might get, if you're directly in the line of in his line of sight, and you ask him, hey, can you help me? Oh yeah, sure. But if he see you struggling, it's a toss up in today's age whether he gonna help you or not.
So stop acting like you want to be alone. You don't have a choice. And I hate when a says, oh, I'm single by choice. No, you're not. You're single by choices. You're single by the choices that you make. You chose to have multiple kids with multiple. That's why you're single. You chose to hang out with single, bitter. That's why you're single. You chose to stay in a relationship with a. Now you are traumatized for life because of that. That's why you're single. All of these are choices. Okay. You're not choosing to be single. And for you that want to convince me and anybody else that you can have any man you want, where is he? Go get him. Exactly. You over here choosing to work on your career and focus on your career rather than focusing on building a healthy relationship with somebody. That's why you're single, bitch. By choices, not by choice. So stop acting like you want to be alone. You don't have a choice.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Call men stupid in every possible way that you can. As time went on, I learned the way to make music. You write what speaks to you, and you write the music that you want to listen to yourself. Call men stupid in
This Temu Hillary Clinton looking ass is so mid. Yeah, congratulations. You're just another blonde freaking bimbo who made an entire music career on hating men. I've always hated Swifties, and I don't even, what do they call these fans? I don't even know. I don't want to know. All I know is women are constantly crying and complaining about how men are so sexist and misogynistic, but yet women are allowed to be blatantly anti-men, saying that all men are trash, all men should, and just keep hating on men, and it's totally fine. Oh my gosh, it's gross. I hate it. I literally hate it. This is why we need more female haters in the world. Right? Right? Can someone pay me to roast her on Shoutout? Link in bio.
And chivalry is something that nowadays, honestly and truly, kind of has to be earned. Men, they're still gentlemen, but it's like, who actually wants it? Are you actually going to be respectful enough? Because a man will open the door for you, right? Because that's just how he's taught. I'll open the door for you. Hey, I'll get your coffee if it's, just being nice. But over time, if you continue to be disrespectful and he sees you being disrespectful, because a lot of times these modern women, they don't understand. They think they're going to run into that man just once. And for some reason, in some world, they run into that man maybe another couple of times, and they got to confront, oh shoot, I treated him like he was a dog. And now when I'm asking for his help, he don't want to give it. And I'm asking, where are all the chivalrous men at? Right in front of you, but I ain't helping you. Or you might not run into him, you might run into his friend. That happens a lot. You run into his friend, you might run into his family members, you might run into his brother, you might run into his... The possibilities are endless. And now when karma is in your face, you're asking, basically, why are these guys not helping me?
When a man stops explaining himself, that's not always peace. Sometimes that's the warning sign. Because before he went quiet, he probably tried to talk to you. He probably tried to say what bothered him. He probably tried to fix it. But after a while, if he feels like nothing is changing, he'll stop explaining. He'll stop asking. he stops trying to prove his point. And then you're gonna think he's being cold, being rude as but really? He's tired. He's tired of feeling like his words don't matter. And once a man gets tired of explaining himself, he start making peace with just walking away from your ass. So if you notice that about your man, and you notice that your man is not explaining himself no more, just pretty much detaching himself from you, take that as a warning.
The best thing a man can ask you on a date is, what do you bring to the table? Because two things straight away. If you want a masculine man in his masculine energy, he is not one. He has told you straight away that relationship cannot happen. Finished. Done. But the second thing is, that man is so deep in his feminine energy that you could probably sit down, have a date with him, and learn from him how to be in it. Because even the concept of sitting down and thinking, what can this person do for me and what do they bring to the table, is so in his receiving energy. The fact that he's even sitting there and having the audacity to say that is so deeply, I'm not even sure me and you can get that feminine, is so deeply in there that we got a lot to learn from this guy. If a being is in their masculine energy, male or female, they're thinking, what can I bring to the situation? That is why that's such a pivotal question, to find out if he is in it or not. If he's asked you it straight away, you know he's not in it.
A lot of these modern women, they're double-minded. That's why men don't really want to mess with them. Strong, independent one day, don't need no man one day. Female empowerment, women are the best one day. And then the next day, oh, my pinky is broken. I need help. Oh, it seems like a snake bit the back of my ankle. Need some help. Seems like a rat crawled up my butt. I'm not going to be able to do anything. Need help. That's what I was trying to tell you before. But you said you were strong and independent. You could just make a call. You could just make a call. Okay, little CEO. Go ahead and just make a call. You the godmother. Go ahead and do it. Until you can't. There was one woman that was talking about, man, I have all of these men on my roster. And when it's time for them to show up for me, none of them are available. Interesting. None of them can help me take this up my stairs. Why would they? You didn't even offer them any lunch. Just come do it for free. And there's a plethora of examples. Modern women are expecting men. I want to use your muscles now. I want you to help me, and help me all day. While I sit up there and scream and holler at you, I'm not going to pay you nothing. I'm not even going to give you a drink of water. I got this hot water in my car. Do you want that? Have drink water that's been in there, sitting in the center console for 4, 5, 6 weeks, under the seat with McDonald's fries sitting around it. Girl, get out of my face. Look.
You not heartbroken. You just mad as a mother that she got enough slapping at the side of her head right now. And gentlemen, once you come to the realization that you don't own that woman, you have no possession over that woman, and she has the autonomy and the freedom to do whatever she wants to do, it makes easier a whole lot healing. Gentlemen, a lot of times when we in situations to where we up about the woman, we can't get over it, we can't stop thinking about it, we can't stop obsessing about it. A lot of the reasons is because you are stuck in one spot wondering, how did she move on so quick? How is she dating other dudes? How is she putting herself back out there? And the reality is, it don't matter if she started talking to him while y'all was together. It doesn't matter if she just got out there and started dating so fast. It don't matter if y'all broke up today and she with somebody else tomorrow. She can do whatever she want to do, but the real question is, why you so focused on her when you supposed to be focusing on yourself? Why you worried about what she doing when she need to be worried about what you doing? You supposed to be developing. You supposed to be growing. You supposed to be stepping into the best man you can be, but you sitting over there with antennas pointed at that, wondering what she's doing with her life. She don't mean no importance right now. She don't mean nothing to you no more. She's gonna do whatever she wants to do, and as gentlemen, we need to wish her well and we need to wish her happiness. But no more are you gonna sit there obsessing over a woman who don't want to be with you no more. Fellas, move on with your life, pick yourself back up and start valuing yourself.
Stop marrying for happiness. So the purpose of marriage is to be holy. It is to mimic the covenant or the marriage between Christ and the body, which is us, the church, which is why the Bible says that when a husband marries his woman, he leaves his mother and his father and they become one. This is why the Bible says that a husband must love his wife the way that Christ loves the church, and how a woman must respect her husband. It is the same thing that we are to give to Christ and what Christ does for us. Now, you wouldn't use a knife to eat spaghetti because you know that it would injure you. So when people get into marriage without the intent to use or to be in marriage for what the purpose of it is, and then you get hurt, you want to disdain marriage. You wouldn't use that knife, eat the spaghetti, get hurt, and then blame the knife and say, I'll never use a knife again. The irony in marriage is that people want to get married and they're looking to be happy and they're looking for a selfless love, but nobody's willing to give selfless love. Selfless love requires you to yourself, and guess what? It also requires you to do serve, which is another thing that people don't want to hear. Nobody wants to submit, but in marriage, both the husband and the wife must yield to each other, and that's the only difference between having a covenant on earth and a covenant with Christ. Christ doesn't yield to us, but we must yield to our husbands. Our husbands must yield to us because people don't like the word submit. We have to yield to each other. And guess what happens when you get into marriage with the purpose of being holy, the purpose of being righteous, the purpose of serving one another? Happiness comes because now both people's needs are being met. So if you are marrying for pure happiness, you're already going into marriage with this selfish mentality of what can this person do for me?
And what you're seeing a lot is a lot of these modern women are claiming that they're boss babes, they're strong, independent women. I'm a girl boss, all up and down my timeline, all up and down your timeline, all up and down social media. I'm this, I'm that. You can't stop me. I'm unstoppable. I'm a car with no brakes or whatever that says. I'm a skydiver. I sleep whatever it means. I don't know. The point is, I'm sure they're talking about being a boss babe. Great. You're empowered. You're a woman. You're fantastic. All of that stuff. Get your money. But the fact of the matter is, and statistics tell us that there's a lot of these modern women out there that are broke. They're in the group chat begging for money. Actually, they take it out of the group chat now. Now it's, I'm online begging for money. I'm looking for men who will just donate to me for no apparent reason. I have not given them any value. I'm not even their friend. I have not even so much as said hi to them. Send me $50.
I've been the one that's always in my situations like hurt the girl. You know what I mean? I don't say that like I feel bad about it. I be feeling bad because it's like I really might like a girl. I really might rock with a girl. And it's just like, I guess I'm just not in the point to fully lock in with one girl. That's why I think I said on some podcasts, I'm finna like try this little celibacy thing, dog. I'm finna like.
You celibate right now?
Yeah, like I'm really.
How long has it been?
It's been a little minute.
How long?
It's been a little minute.
A week?
You could take that as you want. It's been a little minute.
2 days. All right, it's Fashion Week in New York right now.
I'm gonna say, I ain't done nothing.
Oh, for real?
Mm-mm. But like the reason for that, I'm gonna tell you the reason for it. I seen my mom and my dad married for 32 years. We're from Missouri, so it's a small, it's a small state, a small area, and like that still exists. So a lot of people that ask these questions, do men always cheat? Do women always cheat? It's people that are living in these big cities that all they see is people cheating on each other. Yeah. But like where I'm from, like a marriage and like a healthy household still existed. So my mom and my dad have been rocking for 32 years, had 7 kids. So for me, that was always the goal, is to like find a good woman, settle down, have some kids, chill out, post-career, and do my thing. So to me, that's the goal. But I feel like because I've been exposed to so much and been around so much and been, like seen so many beautiful women, been around so many beautiful women, like I feel like my vision is like blurry. Like I can't even tell if this girl is like a wifey type or if she's like, and then even if I do take her serious, I'm comparing her to these other girls because like so I feel like I gotta like detox. Like I feel like I gotta detox, and then if I take some time away and I come back, I'll be able to like see a little bit. I'll be able to see a little bit clearly what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Because at this point, I don't even know what I want to watch.
You have a lot of these modern women that continue to ask why men are checking out of dating so fast, right? And a lot of men on the other side feel like dating in society is asking him for his entire portfolio, full effort and there's no ROI. There's no clear path to what do I get in return? What's in it for me? There's no clear path. And when you ask for a clear path, you're a misogynist. You're thinking like you're still in the patriarchy. It's 2026 or it's 2027, it's whatever year it is. You're back in the Stone Ages. You know, you got to come up out of that and just allow me to do whatever I want.
These are some boundaries you're going to want to have when you're dating someone exclusively. First of all, I will only date somebody who puts in similar amount of effort as I do. Second of all, I do not carry the emotional labor of the relationship all by myself. Also, I do not pursue, convince, or chase somebody to show up for me. I expect communication that is honest, timely, and respectful. And I address issues early instead of storing them away till they become resentment. And I do not tolerate hot and cold behavior, silent treatment, or emotional withdrawal as a form of punishment. I will not abandon my needs to avoid conflict. I don't self-abandon. I expect repair after conflict, not defensiveness, blame, or avoidance. I do not accept jealousy, control, monitoring, or possessiveness disguised as care. I do maintain my friendships, hobbies, independence, and identity, but I do not tolerate disrespect, especially jokes, subtle put-downs, or sarcasm. I'm not your buddy. They're not doing the things to you that I do. Speaking of which, I do expect emotional availability, not just physical presence. I pay attention to how I feel in the relationship. If I'm calm, safe, and grounded, we're good. But I don't want to be anxious, confused, or walking on eggshells. And lastly, if my needs are repeatedly unmet or dismissed, I will leave instead of explaining myself into exhaustion. Because ladies, your boundaries are important, even if it's uncomfortable to enforce, because they allow you to stay in a relationship without losing yourself. And we're not abandoning ourselves anymore.
You know, these modern women, man, they're just dramatic. They, in every situation, they have to be the main character. They have to be. A lot of these modern women really don't have a lot going on. But because I want to be in some mess, because I want to be on some drama, I'm going to sit up here and act like the stuff that I have going on is a lot more important than it really is. She goes out here, breaks up with a man. It's a minor breakup. They might be dating for like maybe 3-4 months. He says, hey, you know, it's been a great time. I just think that we're moving in 2 different directions. Plus, I know you're moving to a different city for another job opportunity. And you were telling me that we're probably not going to have a whole lot of time for each other because you're going to be busy. And so I think this might be a great opportunity for us to get off the train where we are. She'll say, well, yeah, that sounds great. But then she'll go out there on TikTok, story time of how I found out my 3-month relationship was betraying me. Huh? And what they'll do is they'll block the men so they can't see. Unfortunately, there will be people that know him that will tell them, hey, have you seen this video? What'd you do to that girl, man? Nothing. I just said we was going in 2 different directions. She's going for a job opportunity and the whole 9 yards. And I said, maybe, you know, we should go our separate ways. Then what's she talking about betraying and you cheating on her? Man, I don't know what she's talking about. She's lying. But because modern women want to be in some mess so bad, they want to be in the spotlight so bad, they get to lying and carrying on for no reason. I guess it is a reason. They want to be in the spotlight. They want to be the main character. So that's the way it goes.
Yo, I'm so sick of the dating apps. I hate them. I hate them so much. So where's all the single men? My name's Emily. I'm 45. I'm in the Bay Area, single mom. My daughter's 17. I have a solid job. I pay my own bills. Now drop your photo and your name and your age. Let's all work together. Let's make this happen.
And I know this is what modern women like to say men are doing, but this is something that they're actually doing. Is they have like a placeholder boyfriend where, you know, you'll continue to keep a decent man around, a good man around, as an emotional stabilizer, while you continue to shop around. Oh, I need a man to tell my problems to. I need a man to talk to about X, Y, and Z. Right? So you'll keep that man around while continuing to look for, oh, you know, he's nicer, and, you know, he might not have the same emotional capacity, but it's good enough because he looks good. And then you'll throw that other man that's actually a good fit for you, or actually a good potential fit for you, to the side, right? And so you'll have this man and you'll hold on to him for, you know, in some of these situations, years. But if, you know, you kind of in a situationship with him is which I'll be defining it as, keep him around for 6-7 months, you still have your hinge active, right? I still got my hinge active. And when he asked me about what's going on, or, you know, I really didn't know that you wanted me to be more than friends, when that man has talked to you about being exclusive multiple times. So now that I'm having, and men will have this conversation with a woman multiple times. So now that we've had this conversation, I would expect that your hinge is deactivated. I would expect that you're not over here looking for options, talking about I'm unsure. He's not really, and that's not really even dating at that point in time. Well, I just need a roster. I just want a man to continue to audition while I look for something else. Oh, he's just a safety pick. Y'all keep on playing these games, man. Y'all keep on thinking y'all can keep on rotating these good men, these decent men in and out. Okay, I heard, well, I didn't actually watch the video, but I was looking at Pearl talk about Alex Cooper and how she actually got married to some, I guess he's conservative. I wasn't sure. I just looked at the title. I didn't really actually even watch the video. And if that's the case, she was saying, well, there's always going to be somebody. Yeah, maybe so. And you would hope that with all of that nonsense that Alex Cooper, from the few clips that I've heard her talking, you would hope that a lot of that nonsense dies down and she just go on, start acting right and stop acting silly. But a lot of these modern women don't. They get with these men and they think, okay, I'm just going to continue to do what I was doing. I'm going to continue to act like I'm acting, talk like I'm talking, and nothing's going to change until that man gets tired of it. That man stopped responding. Well, I just had to divorce him because, you know, he wasn't the same man that I met. You know, he didn't really seem like he was responding to me anymore. Yeah, because you kept acting silly. You decided to pick that man decided to pick you, and you decided while he was making changes, I'm not going to make any changes. He needs to love me for me. Okay. All right. Don't you worry about it. This ain't got nothing to do with a gender war. This got everything to do with how you're going to live your life and the consequences and the decisions you're going to continue to make, and it's going to be in your best interest. And you're going to ruin that for yourself. Then you're going to be back online, and even though you might be able to spin the narrative and whatever you want to say, whatever happened, it's going to come down to when I'm at my house by myself. Nice house, pretty much get anything that I want. But I would like a husband, and I fumbled. Dang, why did I do that?